So we're back again, with yet again another episode of The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. In the last episode, I just completely demolished the Tower of the Gods, and just got through that in like one sitting. Crazy. But in the last episode, I actually did not get a picture of Godan. So about this, do not worry, after the fight you can still get him as a good photo on the wall, so even after he's dead, you can still get his image, so good deal. He's not missable at all, don't worry. Anyway, now we can finally go on beyond what this light pillar has to offer. You know, playing the Tower of the Gods, I always kind of pictured like this being the boss room, even though we're outside. But still, this would have been like a really cool spot to have the boss fight in. But hey, Nintendo wanted to do what they wanted to do, so good deal. I think it looks really similar to the boss room, except we're outside. We're outside, but we can take faith in knowing that we can use our grappling hook for other things besides just getting across a ledge. Does that ring a bell? Oh, why do I even try? You have done well, LSP. It would seem the gods have acknowledged you to be a true hero. But this does not mean your trials have ended here. Once you take your first step into the world beyond the ring of light you see shimmering in the waves before you, your true trial will begin. Are you ready, LSP? You are probably wondering where we are, aren't you? Unfortunately, there is not enough time for me to explain it to you now. Once you are able to strike down Ganon with the item that you obtain in this castle, all will be made clear to you. Trust in my words, see what awaits you in the castle. Okay, well, the first things first is that this place may look vague, but I assure that everyone who has not played Wind Waker before, or at least have played this part, it's all gonna be very, very a-okay. But even though it's frozen in time, this waterfall still does appear as to be like wet and provides you knockback. But enough of that. As I seem to recall, I am very, very, very low on arrows, so I gotta see if this grass will give me some. I just got some there. Any more? Any more, please? Arrows, por favor. There we go. Yeah, that's good. I'm happy with that. So, moving on, we can finally see what is beyond the door. The doorway. Like I say it in the city accent. So, given the Triforce emblems everywhere, I think we already know where we are now that we've set foot in here. A few things I want to point out, though, is that this painting is, of course, I mean, he's wearing a crown. That's the Hyrule King. Pretty simple, right? Pretty simple. But, walking on over here, we can take a look at this painting right in front of us. And, yeah. Honestly, it may look obvious, but I'll just let nature take its course and let the future of the plot answer all the questions for us, especially those who have not played Wind Waker. But these moblins and all the enemies look like they really have a job to do, but they're frozen in time. We stopped them. Anyway, alright LSP, I'll need you to listen to me for a moment. The item you seek is hidden somewhere in this castle. To find it, you must find the entrance to the basement. But that entrance has been blocked by a mighty threshold, firmly sealed to prevent evil from ever gaining access. Do you know where to search and what you must do to open the hidden way? You will find a clue in the shape of the heraldry, near where we arrived at the castle. Okay. 3 triangles, right? Yeah, not that vague anymore, since there's a bunch of them around us, right? Especially there's a giant one in the middle of the floor. You know, as a kid, I always learned how to draw the Triforce on, like, a piece of paper with a pen and pencil. Or pen, pencil, paper, whatever it is you call it. I was able to draw it at the, I guess, like, the age of 2 or 3? Maybe older, I don't know. I really did not know how to draw at 3 years old. I was barely even capable of holding a pencil back then. But, anyway, with that, we can just roll these triangles into their spots and voila! Yay! Our puzzle-solving skills are top-notch, better than anybody else's. Probably not. But yeah, drawing the Triforce back then was pretty simple, I gotta say. Like, it's just 3 triangles, like, 3 of them are upside up, and there's just one right in the middle that's upside down. That's imaginary, but going on in here. Here's the basement. Yay. You know, about this place, I always thought that Santa Claus always thought that I was a good boy and gave me a new sword, but I've been wrong before. Anyway, jumping on down here, we can just see what awaits. See what awaits. Excellent, LSP. To perceive such a puzzle and decipher it is no small feat. Now, take the sword that lies before you. It is none other than the Master Sword, the Blade of Evil's Bane. It is the only sword that can banish Ganon from the world above. Let's go. It looks really freaking sexy. Not gonna lie. You got the Master Sword, the legendary blade with the power to repel evil, once wielded by the legendary hero himself. Yes. Yes, indeed. We now have it. It looks kinda, you know, over the edge, I'll say, because it's not really extended at the hilt of that sword. But, anyway, with that, we now have a new blade. Going on out of the basement, we can finally see, well, I think we all know what's going to go on. Now, I will say there is a major shortcut in this room that I decided not to pull off in this series because it keeps me from getting access to so much, and Ow. Anyway, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this. I won't make a jump cut, but I will provide some backstory about Hyrule Castle. Be right back. So, this is post-commentary. Yay. Anyway, so this is going to be, again, some backstory on Hyrule in The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. So, as we are aware, Hyrule Castle is underwater. Some may be wondering the reason behind this. So, the answer of this is because Ganon provided a major curse on the world. In retaliation, the goddesses knew that at the time, there was no hero at all to save the world and its evilness. So the goddesses brought about something called the Great Flood. Now, when did the Great Flood occur? Well, note this. The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker was the next 3D Zelda game after Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask, though, did not actually cover that much of the Zelda plot. In its own way, it was the version of the world coming to an end if Link did not stop Skull Kid fully and return the mask back to the man in the beginning of the game. With that being said, the Great Flood had to have happened sometime after the adult ending in Ocarina of Time. Ganondorf's form perished, but his intentions did not fully leave. Every abundance of years or so, he would come again and curse everyone. Because of that, the hero, Link, rose again to save the world. Also, it's worthy to note that the Triforce always, and always will, in Zelda, symbolize a form of wishes being granted. If someone or something somehow managed to touch it, he, she, or it would obtain anything that they wish for, which is important for Zelda. So, with that said, that is why Hyrule Castle has made its way underwater at this point in the Zelda plot. Alright, and here we are. It took me a bit to find that last Moblin, because I don't even know where he was hiding at the time, but, yeah. And before we move on, I want to go and acknowledge one spot that I did not actually, mention yet. And it's going to be pretty funny, so, to me that is. So, in Hyrule, there is an area, other known as the, I guess, front side? However, that side of Hyrule. And there is a giant damage barrier that is enclosing this place, and you cannot break it unless you have collected all 8 Triforce shards and charts and decipher all of them and make your way back here with the replenished full Master Sword. And all I'm going to say is that if you think that there is a way to skip it without actually breaking it in the GameCube version, which there has been a way, but if you think you're going to find a way to do it easily, you are sorely mistaken. That is a giant weapon that goes all the way up and down. You will not get past that thing very easily, so if you think there's an exploit, please let me know, because I have never been able to accomplish it and never get past that thing without actually breaking it with the Master Sword. It was just nuts. Just nuts. But anyway, with that, we now have our new Master Sword, and we can commence our journey forward. Let's go on. Okay, now that we're out of there, we may think that our very next place to go is the Forsaken Fortress. Well, if you want to get everything in the game, no. Not exactly. But, with that said and done, we're going to go to Forest Haven once again to introduce something called the Nintendo Gallery. So with that, I'll be back. So here we are back at Forest Haven, and there is maybe a shortcut to get in there, but honestly, you cannot hit the switch in the side of the island with the bow. You can probably do it by like a very slim chance, but I have never actually done it, so that's like one less shortcut that I'm going to be doing. I know that it's probably going to suck like not seeing it, but still. We want to go into Forest Haven and make our way to the top where we got the Deku Leaf, okay? So I will be back in just a moment. Just saying that I made my way here, that's all. Okay, so when you make your way back up to where you got the Deku Leaf originally, we want to go ahead and go over to this pod right here, and fly up one notch higher. So, with this, we're going to, we're going to access a new area, and obviously fill up your magic over here. So, outside, yep, new atmospheric areas, right? But anyway, with this, you want to make sure that your wind is pointing to the north, okay? So, with this, it'll pretty much give you access to the island that is just outside of that forest haven, pretty much. Yay, jumping on down. We can float on right across, and there's a little man down there. He's just... I know that he's just looking at us like saying, what the frick? Is a freaking kid flying through the air? Yeah. Yeah. You're incredible. Did you just fly down here? That's the coolest thing ever. Hey, if you can fly, do you think maybe you can hit that switch over there? Huh? Can you? Huh? You can't see it. It shows over there, up towards the top of that forest haven. Don't you have a telescope? I mean, who doesn't in this day and age? Yeah. My kidnapped sister gave me one, okay? What are you talking about, buddy? The switch is way up on the top of that island, at the base of that one branch. You see what I mean? Right in that little nook. Yeah, that's my saying, that little nook. I'm not gonna lie, I actually stole it from the scene. But anyway, with that, you have the option to either A, try to hit it with a bow, which I'll try doing right now, actually. If I do, then I do. If I don't, I don't. We'll see. Yeah, it's pretty enclosed in there, so what you want to do instead is get out a high pair. A seagull is going to come swoop it off your little noggin, pretty much. And you want to take control and fly up over. Yep. Flying up over, alright. There we go. Yay. And watch this jump that he does in a minute. It's so freaking funny. I don't know what it is about that scene that just gets me every freaking time. But anyway, now that we have our first 12 pictographs, we can go and deposit them in this area. So, we may already notice that in this little spot, we have some knickknacks. We have the Bunny Hood and Knight's All-Nighter's Mask, the Goron Mask, and the Keaton Mask from Majora's Mask. Yeah, that is a word salad, isn't it? Also, you have the 3 bottles from the Chateau Romani quest and Majora's Mask as well, so that's pretty cool. You have the submarine, you have the statues in the Tower of the Gods, you have the salvage cruise ship. It's pretty nifty up in this little area. Even the pirate ship, that's just great. Anyway, hello guy, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome to the Nintendo Gallery Figurine Palace. This is your first time here, isn't it? Did one of our members provide you with an introduction, I hope? Oh, well, no worries, one way or another. We've been losing members due to our lack of gimmicky attractions, but we don't worry. True fans know we're the coolest. So anyway, do you know what it takes to become a member of our club? The figurines we have on display here have all been made by using pictographs provided by our devoted members. If you bring me, the Master Sculptor, a pictograph that steals my breath away, then you'll become a member, and you'll become able to view the collection in our galleries. And won't that be nice? Do you have such a pictograph? I have 12 of them, dude. Anyway, hello Godan. How's it going? This is quite an inspiring motif. I'm filled with inspiration. Please permit me to sculpt this. It will be a jewel of a figurine. So what is your name, kid? LSP? LSP, is it? Well, LSP, this officially marks your induction to our little club. I think I should be done with this tomorrow. I'll have to ask you to be patient until then. I have to wait. Boo-hoo-hoo. Anyway, going on. I'm going to give him every single pictograph that we've taken thus far, and later on when all the figurines have been made and sculpted, I will probably introduce them and go into a little bit of a reiteration on where to take them and when to do it. So, be right back. Okay, with all of that and all of our pictographs submitted so far, there's a few rooms to talk about. This is the Forest Haven room. This is the Dragon Roost room. This is the Monster room. This is the Evil room. And here's the Outset room. And there's the Windfall room. And there's the Ocean room. Yep. It's hard. I'll say that. It is very freaking hard to do and not miss a single thing. So, with all that said and done, we could... I almost made it on that freaking boat. I'm not even gonna lie. But anyway, with that, I will meet everybody back at the coordinate known as D3, which is where Cyclos is going to be. I will be back in just a moment. Okay, here we are at Northern Triangle Island. So this is the first opportunity for a major mistake. So this is Cyclos. You want to get his photo because when he's dead, he does not come back for the rest of the game, okay? So make sure that you get his photo and you're good. Foolish creature who does not fear the gods. To the end of the sea with you. Let the winds of Cyclos' wrath blow you away. And you want to be quick because if you take his photo too slow, he will just suck you up and blow you across the ocean. So save that pictograph. Yes. Thank you. With that, we want to go ahead and shoot him. Hello, buddy. Retreat, please. Retreat, Cyclos. You will never be as good as me. I'll beat the crap out of you. I'll beat the crap out of you. Don't you even freaking think about it. I died. I got sucked up. What the frick? Well, that's okay because he only blew me like a quadrant away, so I have really nothing to worry about, so... Anyway, we have his photo, so we have nothing to worry about. So, let's go ahead and clobber him with our bow and arrow. I feel like after you take his photo, he does not actually attract you towards his the eye of the tornado that fast. But, anyway, with him out of the way, we can just assume that we are all good and dandy, which we are. We have his photo. I took it. I took it. Yay. That's a heck of an arm you got there. And what an eye. No one's ever been able to spot me in there before. You obviously have the mastery of the air. Now that we've established that you're quite the Wind Waker, let's see if we can handle this. Welcome to the song we will be using a shit ton of times. Let's go. You've learned the Ballad of Gales. Yahoo! In the hands of a Wind Waker like you, my adorable little cyclones will be as happy as can be. If you need to move like the wind over the ocean deeps, just call my cyclones. Well, I guess I'll head home for now. See you on down the road. I'm going to double check my picto box to make sure that I got him, and yeah, we did. I'm not going to freaking erase that, because if I do, I'm done. I am done. Anyway, so... we are going to, first of all, get a couple of things really quick from Dragon Roost Island and Outset. I'll be getting soup and bait for what I'm about to do in the coming episodes, so be right back. Just want to introduce the Ballad of Gales for the first time in this actual playthrough, so no jump cut. Warping is pretty nice, right? Anyway, we want to go and talk to Grandma and get some soup, because magic is kind of scarce for what I'm going to do. And I think in this episode or the next one. Maybe the one after the next, but we'll see. But it's going to come time to where I have to go and get a bunch of collectibles in the ocean, and it requires magic and bait. So, give me the swoop, woman. Give me the swoop. I literally said swoop out of, like, mistakenly, but eh. Give it to me. It is mine now. So over at Dragon Roost Island, you want to go back to Beetle's place to get more bait, because this is, like, honestly the best place that I know to get it from, so... hey. What do you know? Climbing on in. Hello. Oh, customer, I've been waiting for you, little lucky person, you. You sold me bombs for... Pirates sold me bombs for cheap. Now's your chance. Bye, bye, bye. By the way, Mr. Customer, aren't you acquainted with that adorable little pirate girl? Are you hitting on my woman, Beetle? You know what? Because of that, I'm not even gonna frickin' shop here. Anyway, I'm kidding. I'm gonna get his bait, so don't worry. Is that gonna be my frickin' nickname? Imp? Well, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just shop anyway, because you're an idiot, so give me your bait. Just take my frickin' money, and I don't even care anymore, so... hand it over. In fact, give me like a 9th serving, would you? Give me a 9th. Hope I never see you again. So anyway, back at that Forest Haven, we can go on to the west. So the reason that I'm here is because it puts me in a place where my next destination is, in terms of a side quest, and just filling out the ocean chart, is Forest Haven. But if you head directly west, it's going to take us to an island known as Ice Ring Isle. It is at E6. E6. So You can't really do anything there yet, but what I do know is that you can still fill out the fish chart and do what you gotta do to, you know, get the island's names cleared up and so you just know where to go. So, heading on over. Hey fish, how's it going? Oh, small fry? Yeah. I know all about the island. You don't have to tell me all about it, because I just know. Anyway. So heading on directly over to D6, there are some things to get. Right by those 3 platform aisles. So, heading on over, we can just shoot on and get these cannons out of here. So, this is the one where it is a major collectible, so get these cannons out of the way. Let's just scurry on and do our job here. Got that out of the way. There we go. Commencing that chest to appear. Okay, with the next ones, you just want to do the same thing over and over again. Just make sure you get all the cannons out of the way. You already know what to do. Alright, and with that chest appeared, we can just get everything else. Anyway, I'm not going to get the second, or like, I'm sorry, the third set of cannons, but I will climb on over to what this island, or not this island, but this platform has to give me. Maybe I should have taken out that third set of cannons. Maybe I should have, but I don't deem it that important because it's not even that big a problem, because that is not the platform that I want to get to yet. Maybe I should have. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm a daredevil, okay? So I'm not even going to say anything about it. Anyway, get him out of here. Get his joy pendant. And murk him. Frickin' murk him. Anyway. What I'm going to go ahead and do now is set my wind to whatever direction that I'm already facing in. Yep, the north. The north. What I will do to kind of like evade those bombs to like make it even more risque. As I was saying, to make it even more risque, I could just fly on over and evade these bombs. There we go. Yay. I'm a master evader. Hope I never see this place again. But give me these joy pendants because I deserve them. Hand them on over. Bye, guys. Opening this chest. What do we have? Skull necklace. Pretty nifty. I like it. Here we go. This chest is the one that I wanted to get to this whole time. We have another treasure chart. I cannot talk in this episode. I'm sorry. Still, with that, we can jump on down and scratch this island off of our list. Anyway, that island right across from it is going to be a fairy island. It's going to be pretty nice in there because we're going to get an upgrade very soon. An upgrade, mind you. Anyway, going on over to this little spot, we can get this fish. Get over there. Get over there. Hello, buddy. How's it going? Eat your supper. Okay, with that fish out of the way, we can go on to this Great Fairy Island at D6. Here we are. So, with that, we're just going to go ahead and jump on out. And there's a couple things to get here. Before I go on in, I'm going to go ahead and get this Blue Chus just chilling right here. This is our second one, so hand it over. There we go. And I'm going to check this mailbox at some other time because it's not that important yet. Still. Anyway, blow that thing on up. There we go. Fall on in. This music once again. Young Waker of the Winds, allow me to aid you in your quest. We have our bombs upgraded. We can now carry 60 of them, which is great. The fairies in this fountain shall ease your weariness. When you grow fatigued from your battles, come here to be refreshed. I won't come to this very specific one, but I'm flattered, so I'm okay with it. Anyway, so with that, that is a wrap for this episode. So, in the next episode, we're going to head on over to... I thought I got you already. Wait, do I kill him again? Let me see this really quick. Let me see this really quick. Oh, he's dead. I already got his shoe jelly. But anyway, so as I was saying, in the next episode, we're gonna head over to the Forsaken Fortress to go and save Errol. Great. With that being said, stay tuned. Subscribe, like, comment, or anything else. Peace out, everyone.